Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today we are going to solve a different Sudoku variant called Morse Sudoku. This Sudoku was created by Tavan, who is a wonderful Sudoku solver and an excellent puzzle setter as well. Tavan has his own blog called Somewhere Over the Rainbow, where he often posts some fun contests, and the winner of the contest usually gets a puzzle book of Nikoli or a Sudoku book. Right now there is one contest going on in his blog called Puzzle Lounge, and in fact the session 2 of Puzzle Lounge is going on. I will add the link to this blog in the description of the video so that you guys can have a check of his wonderful puzzles. I will also add the link to the online interface of this Sudoku so that if you want to have a try before watching the video, you guys can do so. Moving on to the rules. The rules of Morse Sudoku are: you have to fill the grid with digits 1 to 9, standard classic rules, so that each number appears once in each row, column and box. In addition to that, in each arrow, there are 5 arrows as you can see in the grid, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In each of these arrows, if you read the pattern of the digits starting from this end, from the arrow stem, not the pointer of the arrow, if you read the pattern of the digits starting from the arrow stem in each of the arrows, then you will get the digit in the circle of the arrow. The Morse code of the digits is given at the right. So for example, if you take this arrow and let us say you have a sequence of digits here, you check the parity of the corresponding digits. For example, ignore the givens for now, let us just write some digits here. So if you have this pattern of digits, you can see that we have an odd here, an even here, an even here, an even here and an even here. So odd followed by 4 evens starting from the arrow stem, the bottom of the arrow. So in this direction, if you see, this Morse sequence gives you a digit of 1, right? Because starting from the left, odd and then 4 evens you have, which is giving you 1. So this circle must contain a 1 if this is the sequence of digits, or rather the parity of digits along the line starting from the arrow stem. So depending on the Morse code along the arrow stem starting from this direction, you get a corresponding digit in the circle. So these are the rules. With that, we will start solving the Sudoku. There is a 2 in row 1 and row 2. So we can pencil mark 2 to one of these 2 cells in box 2. And there is a 3 here in row 2 and row 3, which means 3 will go here. And there is an 8 in row 1 and row 3. So we can pencil mark 8 here. There are no more deductions, as you can see. The deductions have simply dried up. So we really need to do something with the arrows and try to get the digits in the circle using this Morse codes. So if you see the diagonal arrows, right, they are not giving us any information at all, right? Because we can have absolutely any sequence of digits here. But if you look at the middle arrow, we have the 8 not possible in this arrow, and there is also 2 odd digits along the middle arrow. So let us focus on this middle arrow and see if we can restrict the possibilities in this circle. So let us take this circle. It can either have an odd digit or even digit. Let us see what happens if it is an even digit. If it is 2, 4 or 6, can it have a 2? If it is a 2, you see that the Morse code of 2 is odd, odd, even, even, even. So starting from the arrow stem, we need to have odd, odd, even, even and even. Is this possible? No, right? Because when you have a 2 and you also have an 8, we can have a maximum of 2 evens along this arrow. But we have got 3 evens now plus 2 evens, which is a violation. Because in any row, column and box, we will have only 4 evens and 5 odd digits. So we can straight away eliminate 2 as a possible option there as even digit. So you can have a 4 or 6. If you have a 4, the Morse sequence is odd, 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 odd and even. So you have to start from the bottom of the arrow, or rather the arrow stem. So this is a perfectly valid sequence. There is no contradiction. So 4 is possible. Can we have a 6 here? If you have a 6 here, then this is an even digit, and then we will have 4 odd digits based on the Morse sequence of 6. So that is also possible, no contradiction. So out of even digits we have managed to eliminate only 2. Now let us look at the odd digits and see if we can eliminate anything else. 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Right? Can we have a 1? 1 is straight out of equation, right? Because we have 4 evens in the arrow and we also have an even 8 which is outside. That gives you 5 evens along the column. So 1 is not a possibility. Can we have a 3? 3 is quite possible because we will have 3 odds here and then 2 evens, which is quite possible. So 3 is a possibility. And can you have a 5? No, right? Because 5 will have 5 odds and that will give you a total of 6 odds in that column. If you have a 5 here, plus 5 odds will give you 6 odds. So 5 is also not possible. And 7, can you have a 7? If you have a 7, the sequence would be even, even, odd, odd, odd. There is no contradiction, right? So you can have a 7 as well. Can we have a 9? 9 is out of equation because that gives you 4 evens and you already have an 8 here. That will take a total of 8 evens. So we can eliminate the 9 as well. So the only possibilities here are 4, 6, 3 and 7. We can rearrange it to write 3, 4, 6 and 7. Now the next step to see is there is nothing which is giving any information because we have 4 candidates in this circle, and the only way we can make progress in this Sudoku to see is if there is any common odd or even position among these 4 digits, right? So if you consider 3, 4, 6 and 7, the first digit is odd, odd, even, even. There is no commonality. And the second digit, if you see, it is odd, odd and odd, even. Again, no commonality. And the third digit, if you see, odd, odd, odd and odd. Okay, there is a commonality. So regardless of whether 3, 4, 6 or 7 is here, the third digit starting from the bottom will have to be odd. Let us indicate by this by using some colors. Let us use green for odd. So whichever is odd, we will mark that by green, and whichever is even, we will mark that using a red. Okay. So third digit, regardless of whether this is 3, 4, 6 or 7, would have to be odd, as we can see. And if you look at the fourth digit, it is even, odd, odd and odd. So no commonality. Again, fifth digit is even, even, odd and odd. Again, no commonality. So we know for sure only that the third cell starting from the bottom will be odd. Again, this information is not of much use. So we need to focus on some other area. So we see that there is some concentration of digits in the first 3 rows. So let us focus on that. If you look at this circle in particular, it cannot be 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, right? 1, 2, 8 is not possible, and 3 and 9 is also not possible. So it can only be 4, 5, 6 and 7. So let us continue with our strategy of looking for commonality from these 4 digits, because there is absolutely no other information that you can gather from this Sudoku. There is no progress that you can make except gathering this information. So when you take 4, 5, 6 and 7, the common digits, if you see, are not, the first digit is not common across all 4. Similarly, the second digit is also not common across all 4 because 7 is taking an even in the second digit. But the third digit and the fourth digit, if you see, are both odd in 4, 5, 6 and 7. So regardless of whether it's 4, 5, 6 or 7, the third and the fourth digit starting from the bottom would have to be odd. What a logic, guys. What a beautiful logic. But the fifth digit is also deviating because it's even and the rest 3 are odd. So we know for sure that whether it is 4, 5, 6 or 7, these 2 cells would have to be odd. Amazing logic. So we are making some more progress now. And now let us get back to this circle again, right? Now we have got one more digit, that is row 5, C5 will be odd. So if you look at 3, 4, 6 or 7, 3 can be eliminated, right? Because it has the fifth digit as even, but fifth digit would have to be odd for this circle. So 3 can be eliminated from here. So this is 4, 6 or 7. 4 is again eliminated because you have an even as the last digit and this digit is odd. So this would be 6 or 7. And the commonality between 6 and 7 is that last 3 digits are odd, right? Nothing else is common. So we can mark this cell also as odd. So this would be odd. And the first digit is even, right? So we can mark the first digit as even. And we don't know the parity of row 8, column 5. It can either be odd if it is 6 or it can be even if it is 7. Okay. Now let us come back to this circle. it cannot be 2, 3, 4, 1 or 8. So it can only be 5, 6, 7 or 9, right? Any other elimination? 1, 3, 8, 2 and 4. No other elimination. So again, let us look for common piece of logic that we can extract from this circle. So if you look at 5, 6, 7 and 9, the last digits are all odd. So we can mark this cell as odd. Regardless of whether it is 5, 6 or 7 or 9, the last digit is odd, as you can see from the Morse code of those digits. And even the second last digit is also odd. So this is already marked, so no information. But the third digit, there is a deviation in sorry, I was looking at 8, guys. So we have to look at 5, 6, 7 and 9, right? 9 is here. So the last digit is odd, which is correct. And the second last digit is odd. But for the 9, you have an even as the second last digit. So you can eliminate 9 from here. So this will be 5, 6 or 7. And now between 5, 6 and 7, the middle digit is odd. So this cell will be odd regardless of whether it is 5, 6 or 7. So we can mark that. And there is no other commonality between the first two digits, right? So these are the candidates and we cannot eliminate any further. But now if you look at the middle box, we have got a wonderful thing. We have marked 5 green cells, which means we have marked 5 odd cells in the box. So the rest of the digits would have to be odd. So this digit would have to be even. We have got our first digit there, guys. So what a deduction that. So we can make the 6 there. We can place the 6 there. So this will be a 6 and rest of the digits will be even. So we can notate them as even, right? So we can pencil mark them as well. So this will be 2, 4, 8. This will be 2, 4, 8. And this is going to be a 2, 4 or 8. So we have got enough information from this. We have extracted information out of this. These two circles, if you see, we are yet to extract the information. But since we have placed the 6 here, we know for sure the parity of this digit. 6 would be having the Morse code as even, then 4 odds, right? As you can see here. So this cell will be odd. So we can go ahead and mark that as odd. And now we have got another deduction. We can see that 2 cannot be in these two cells. Where can 2 be in column 5? All these 4 cells are odd, so 2 cannot be in those 4 cells. So that leaves us only one cell for the 2 in column 5, which has to be row 9, column 5. We can place the 2 there. Now let us come back to these 4 circles. Let us start with this circle. If you see, the only information with regards to this circle pointed at by this arrow is that the second digit from the left would be odd, no other information. So if you look at the digits 1 to 9, the second digit from the left is odd only for 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The rest of the digits 1, 7, 8 and 9 have the second digit as even. So which means that this circle can only be 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. But 2 and 3 and 6 are right out of equation. So they can only be 4 or 5. Now let us again focus on the logic of extracting the common piece of information out of 4 and 5. This Sudoku is a continuously recurring solving logic of having this extraction of common logic from the digits. I really love the way Dhawan has constructed this Sudoku. So if you look at 4 and 5, the common piece of information is that first 4 digits are odd, right? So we can straight away mark the first 4 digits as odd. And this digit can either be even if it's 4 or odd if it is 5. So we don't know for now. Right? Any more deduction we can gather? So we have placed 2's in last 2 rows. So we can pencil mark the 2 to one of these 2 cells because 2 is here. And now let us come to this circle because there is absolutely no information whatsoever except focusing on the circles. So we know that the second digit from the left is again odd. So it is again going to be either 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. 5 and 6 are out of equation. So it can only be 2, 3 or 4. And continuing along with our logic of extracting the common piece of information from 2, 3 and 4. If you look at 2, 3 and 4, the first 2 digits from the left are odd, right? And then the last 3 digits there is no commonality. So the first 2 digits from the left would have to be odd, which means this cell is odd, right? And now this is fantastic. Now if you look at row 9, where can you place 4 and 8? These 2 cells are odd and there is no other 4 and 8 left, so which means 4 and 8 cannot be here. So 4 and 8 would have to go as a pair in row 9, column 1 and 9. That's good. So these two cells will be 1, 5 now. Right? So let us come back to this circle to see if we can make any more eliminations. So the last 3 digits are odd, odd, even, right? 4 has that pattern, but 5 does not have that pattern. 5 has an odd, odd pattern, so 5 can be eliminated. So it is either 4, 6 or 7, and 6 also can be eliminated. So it is 4 or 7. 7 also can be eliminated. So the only possible digit that is going to be coming in row 3, column 3 is 4, because the last 3 digits would have to follow the odd, odd, even pattern, and only 4 is following the odd, odd, even pattern. So we can place the 4 here. And now we know the parity of these two digits. By parity I mean whether they are odd or even. So 4 has odd, odd as the first two digits, so these two cells will be odd. Great. We are making some good progress now. So if you look along column 5, there is only one cell left for the 4, which has to be here, because 4 cannot be in the green cells and 4 cannot be here, so 4 has to go here. Okay, now we have marked 5 odd digits in box 8, so we need to place 3 more even digits, right? So we can highlight these cells as even. So they are going to contain only 4, 6 and 8, because 2 is already in the box. And now these 3 cells will be 3, 7, 9, because 1, 5 pair is there, so this will be a 3 or a 7. This will be 3, 7, 9, and this is going to be 3, 7 and 9. Right. Now let us try to make some classic progress. If you look at box 1, 1, 2, 4, 8, 3 and 9 are not going to be possible in these two cells. So remaining digits are 5, 6 and 7. We have a 5 here. So this will be 6, 7 and this will be 5, 6 and 7. So this cell can either be odd or even, we don't know it. And again 5, 6 and 7, there is no information. If you look at row 3, we see that 9 cannot be in these two cells, right? So 9 would have to go in either row 3 column 2 or row 3 column 8. So let us continue with our marking strategy. If you look at column 4, 6 can't be in these two cells and 6 would have to be in these two cells because we have marked all the evens. So which means this cannot be a 6, so this will be a 4 or 8. So the rest of the cells would have to be even, right? Because we have marked 4 even digits, so which means we can eliminate the 2 from there and we'll get the 2 here, and that eliminates the 2 from here, so this will be a 4 or 8. Now we have 2, 4, 8 as evens, and the 6 can only go in here. There is no other cell left for the 6, right? So if you see in box 2, remaining digits are 1, 5, 7, but 1 is here, so this will be 5, 7. This will be 1, 5, 7, and this is going to be 1, 5 and 7. And we have a triplet of 1, 5, 7. So which means 9 has only one cell left in column 4. We can place the 9 there. So these two cells will be 1, 3, 5 or 7. Right? They are odd, so they will be 1, 3, 5 or 7. Okay, this is odd. And this is also odd. So no other information there. Okay, let's look at row 3 now. This cell cannot be a 7, so it can only be 5, 6 or 9. And this can be 5, 7 or 9. 6 is not possible, so this will only be 5, 7 or 9. I feel as though there is something we are missing here. So there is no information here, definitely. And this one, can we gather? So 2, 3 and 4, right? Okay, we can make some progress using the Morse code of this digit, guys. So the last 3 digits are odd, even. I mean, the first 3 digits are odd, and even, right? So only 2 has that pattern, if you see, because 3 has an odd pattern, and 4 also has an odd pattern starting from the arrow stem. So which means that this circle has to be a 2, and which means that we know the parity of these 2 digits. The last 2 digits parity are even, so we can mark that as red. So these 2 cells will be even. And now if you see, this cell cannot be 2, 4 or 8, so it can only be 6. And this is going to be 4 or 8. And now we have a 4, 8 pair that gives a 2 here. So this is going to be a 4 or 8. Right, and 4, 6, 8 triplet. Not much. So you have the 2 here, so we can push the 2 to here, and that gives the parity of one more digit here, so we can make use of that. The second digit would have to be even in 5, 6 or 7. 5 cannot have a second digit as even, and 6 cannot have a second digit as even. Only 7 is possible. So row 3 column 7 would have to be a 7. Beautiful. Very enjoyable solve, but difficult too. So that 7 gives a 5 here, and this would be a 9 now, which gives a 6 here, a 7 here, and a 5 here. We are making some quick progress. Now we can make 3, 9 pair here, and we can eliminate the 7 from here to place the 7 in box 2. So this would be a 7 and this would be a 1, and these 2 cells will be 6, 8, right, along row 2. So these 2 cells will be 6, 8, and we can place the 1, 5 pair in box 3. That finishes off top 3 rows almost. And which one is looking easier to strike? We have the 7 here, right? Now we know the parity of this cell, which is the first digit and which is an even. So this is going to be even digit based on the Morse code of 7. So this cell can only be 4, 6 or 8. It can't be a 6, so this will be a 4 or 8. And we have a 4, 8 pair now, and a 4, 8 pair as well in row 8. So that gives a 6 here, and this is going to be a 4 or 8, right? And now we have marked 4 even digits in row 8, so rest of the digits are odd along that row. And again, column 3 has 4 even digits already, so these 2 digits are odd. And column 2 as well, so the rest of the digits can be marked as odd, because 2, 6, 4 and 8 have been marked. Right, let us now continue our classic style numbering. So along column 3, 4, 5, 8, 2, 6, 9 is not possible. Remaining digits are 1, 3 and 7. You have a 7 here. So this will be a 1, 3, this will be 1, 3, 7, and this will be 1, 3, 7. Okay. Right, we have marked 3 evens along row 5, and this is yet to be filled. Can this be even? No, we have got the Morse code of this digit, guys, because 2, 4, 6 and 8 is not possible here. So this cell can only be odd. So which means that the 5th digit starting from this direction would have to be odd for a 4 or 5. 4 as an even digit as the 5th digit, so this would have to be a 5, right? Based on the Morse code of that number, this would have to be a 5, which gives a 5 here and a 1 here. Okay, so 5 in column 8 and column 9, and 5 in row 8, which gives a 5 here. So the odd digits here are 1, 7 or 9, because 3 and 5 are not possible. So this is not a 7, so this would have to be a 1 or a 9, and this is not a 9, so it would have to be a 1 or a 7, right? And this is odd, it can't be 5 or 9, so it can only be 1, 3 or 7, and this cannot be 3, 5, 7, and it cannot be a 9 as well, and this is odd, so this would have to be a 1, which gives a 9 here, which removes the 9 from here and gives a 9 here. 1, 3, 7. right? And this is not a 1 because 1 is here, so this would be a 3 or a 7. Let's look at column 7, 1, 3, 5, 9, 2 and 7. Remaining digits are 4, 6 and 8. So this cannot be a 6, this would be 4, 8 and this would be 4, 6 and 8. Oh, you can't have a 4, 8, right? 4, 8 pair is already locked. So this would be a 6, which gives a 6 here and an 8 here and a 4 here, which immediately gives an 8 here, a 4 here, which gives an 8 here and a 4 here. And this 4 gives an 8 here, which gives a 4 here and an 8 here. Wow! Because of placing the digit 6 here, we were able to uncover many of the even digits, and this 8 also gives a 4 here, right? Very nice solve path, guys. I mean, it's really enjoyable to solve such Sudokus where you have to think based on the common pieces of information that you can gather from the Sudoku. And if you look at column 9, 1, 3, 5, 6, 2 and 4 have been marked. Remaining digits are 7, 8 and 9. This can't be a 9, so this would be 7 or 8. And this cannot be a 9, again this would be 7, 8, so 9 would have to go here. And that forces the 9 in box 4 to here, which forces the 9 and the 3 here. And now if you look at column 1, 3, 4, 6 are remaining digits, but 6 is here, so this would be a 6. And these two cells will be 3, 4. You have a 4 here, so this would be 3, this would be 4. And 1, 7 would go here, right? Because we have placed the 3, so we can eliminate the 3 from there, and which gives a 5 here as the only possible digit. And 1 is missing in column 2, we can place the 1, which gives a 3 here, a 7 here, a 3 here, and a 1 here. And because of this 5, we can place the 5 and the 1 here. And looking along column 6, 3, 4, 5, 8, 2, 6, 9. 1 is here, so 1 and 7 would have to go in these cells. 1 is here, so this is a 1 and this is a 7. This one gives a 1 here and a 7 here. And we need two odd digits, 3 and 5 here. But 3 is here, so this would be a 5. Sorry, this would be a 5 and this would be a 3. Right? You have a 7 here, so this would be an 8 and this would be a 7. And we can finish off row 5 now, so this would be a 7. And these two cells must be 2 and 3, right? 1, 4, 6, 7, 5, 8, 9. So you have a 2 here. So this will be a 3 and this will be a 2. And we have only one more digit left, which is 8. And that completes this Sudoku. Now if you want to cross check for all the 5 circles, since they are limited in number, you can do so. 5 has a Morse code as 5 odd digits, right? So starting from the bottom of the arrow stem, if you see there are 5 odd digits, which gives you the Morse code as 5. And similarly, if you go to this circle 2, you need to have odd, odd, even, even, even pattern. And if you see odd, odd, even, even, even pattern is there. And if you look at 4, odd, odd, 4 odds and 1 even. So 4 odds and 1 even. And 6 if you see 1 even and 4 odds. So 1 even and 4 odds. And 7 if you see 2 odds and 3 evens. And again 2 odds and 3 evens, which tallies with the Morse code. And so we have completed the Sudoku correctly. So in this Sudoku, the main thing you have to see is that you have to make sure that your reading direction is correct, because sometimes while solving we often make the mistake of reading the other way. For example, we start to read the digits from the arrow pointer and that can mess up the solve. Even I have done the same thing in the past. So it is important to read starting from the arrow stem, which is the bottom of the arrow, and you have to read along the arrow direction, right? So, and the main pieces of logic, if you see, were extracting common information as we covered during the video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this video. I had really great fun solving Dhawan's Morse Sudoku. Do check out his blog for more of his fun puzzles. And please subscribe to the channel if you want us to. If you do not want to miss any notification or any video from us. Thank you.